gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from the Most High.
The beloved saints and the beloved city, the camp of the saints, is twofold. It's the land of Israel, which they're fighting over right now, and it's also the people of Israel. Because the New Jerusalem in Revelation, the 21st chapter, is referring to the Israelites, the elect coming down from the heavens. Why are they going to come down from heaven? Because they went up in the heavens by these spaceships that the angels are going to come in and beam us up, the chosen elect. So the New Jerusalem is the chosen elect. So it's a people before it's a place. But it's also a place over there in the Middle East. So they're going to have northern command surrounding you, and they're going to have troops over there in the land of Israel, in the Middle East. They're over there right now as we speak. Go ahead.
And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
Okay. So now let's go from there to Job, the 30th chapter, the 12th verse to the 18th verse.
Job chapter 30, verse 12.
And now go to that last tab right there. That's because we ain't gonna have time to read the others. So that right there is a good one. Go ahead.
Job chapter 30, verse 12. Upon my right hand rise the youth. They push away my feet, and they raise up against me the ways of their destruction.
This devil's going to, through his military force, he's going to raise up against us the ways of his destruction. Go ahead.
They mar my path. They set forward my calamity. They have no helper. They came upon me as a wide breaking in of waters. In desolation they rolled themselves upon me. Terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my soul as the wind, and my welfare passeth away as a cloud. And now my soul is poured out upon me. The days of affliction have taken hold upon me. My bones are pierced in me in the night season, and my sinews take no rest. Verse 18. By the great force of my disease is my garment changed. It bindeth me about as a collar of my coat.
Yeah, so that's another scripture dealing with these troops, because they're going to cut off your welfare. All right, we just read that. They're going to cut off your food stamps. The trucks are not going to bring in food into these markets. And these Edomites and these other nations that's over here in the States, they're going to catch hell too. And that's going to cause crime to go up. So we're definitely, that close to the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay? Now give me Matthew's, the 24th chapter and the 21st verse. Matthew's 24:21.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. It says, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be.
Yeah, that's plain and to the point. Give me Isaiah 22, verses 3 to 5. And then we're going to get into this article.
Isaiah 22, verse 3. All thy rulers are fled together. They are found by the archers. All that are found in thee are bound together, which have fled from far. Therefore said I, Look away from me, I will weep bitterly. Labor not to comfort me, because of the spoiling of the daughter of my people.
Because of the spoiling of the daughter of my people. Because majority of our people are going to be spoiled by these forces. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For it is a day of trouble and of treading down, and of perplexity by the Lord power of hosts in the valley of vision, breaking down the walls, and of crying to the mountains.
Yeah, because a lot of you are going to cry to the mountains. You're going to look for the government to help you. And like when Katrina, that situation took place, you had this one guy, I think he had a baby in his hand, and he said, what the hell he say? Where FEMA at? You're going to be looking for the government, man, when you're supposed to be looking to the Most High. You jakes out there, the majority, the 2/3 of you, you stuck on stupid. But there's a reason behind that. The Most High close your eyes. And that's the reason why we know what's going on and we can see things before they come, is because the Most High open our eyes to search these scriptures, to understand these scriptures, man. It says in Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. All right? You got something? Go ahead.
Romans 13 and 4. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is a minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil.
Yeah, but so this is the Most High's army. This is the Most High's wicked army. Until the Most High takes this devil out. Okay? So now let's go to that article.
Okay, the article is entitled The Economic Collapse. 27 things that every American should know about the national debt. The U.S. government has stolen $15 trillion from future generations of Americans, and we continue to add well over $100 million to that total every single day. The $15 trillion binge that we have been on over the past 30 years has fueled the greatest standard of living the world has ever seen. But this wonderful prosperity that we have been enjoying has been a lie. It isn't real. We have been living way above our means for so long that we do not have any idea of what normal actually is anymore. But every debt addict hits the wall eventually. And the same thing is going to happen to us as a nation. At some point, the weight of our national debt is going to cause our financial system to implode. And every American will feel the pain of that collapse. Under our current system, there is no mathematical way that this debt can ever be paid back. The road that we are on will either lead to default or to hyperinflation. We have piled up the biggest debt in the history of the world, and if there are future generations of Americans, they will look back and curse us for what we did to them. We like to think of our...
There's not going to be a future generation. That's what these idiots don't understand. This place is done. When you have a national debt that's equal to the GDP, which is the gross domestic product, that's not good. This is a debt nation, a nation in debt.
Americans, they will look back and curse us for what we did to them. We like to think of ourselves as much wiser than previous generations of Americans, but the truth is that we have been so foolish that it is hard to put into words. Whenever I do an article about the national debt, Democrats leave comments blaming the Republicans, and Republicans leave comments blaming the Democrats. Well, you know what? Both parties are to blame. Both of them get a failing grade. If the Republicans really wanted to stop the federal government from running up all this debt, they could have done it. If the Democrats really wanted to stop the federal government from running up all this debt, they could have done it. So
no, they couldn't, because that you got to go back to 1933. Really, you got to go back to 1912 with this guy Woodrow Wilson when he signed into law the Federal Reserve Act, which became law, and then FDR confiscating the gold, which is real money. You people don't understand real money.
So it says, so let's not pretend that one of the political parties is the hero in this little drama. The damage has been done, and both parties will go down in history as being grossly negligent on fiscal issues during this period of American history. Sadly, neither party is showing any signs of changing their ways. Neither Barack Obama nor Mitt Romney is promising to eliminate the federal budget deficit in 2013. They both talk about how the budget will be balanced someday, but as we have seen so many times in the past, someday never comes. I didn't mean to get all political in this article, but the truth is that the national debt threatens to destroy